guys, so I'm back. I thought I would try and give this whole video thing another whirl. My vlog was quite well received, so I was like, I might as well start trying to get back into making videos again, because let's face it, lockdown, I haven't really got much else better to do with my time. So anyway, speaking of trying to get back into videos, I was looking through my channel like the slight narcissist that I am, and about 2 or 3 years ago I made a video called 5 Reasons Why People in Horror Films Are Stupid. I stand by what I've said, because as someone who's watched a lot of horror films, I know what I'm talking about. Let me tell you. Let them make the mistakes so you don't have to. But there are still so many more, and I've got nothing better to do with my time, and I've made a list, so let's get into it now. Okay, number 1. Now, let's not start at the beginning. Let's go to the end, because that's how we roll. So, the first thing, if you have been dealing with, say, a serial killer, if you've been dealing with a great monolith of a creature like a Michael Myers or a Jason, you might want to actually check that they're dead. So number 1 is double tap. Why do no characters, when they've shot someone, why did they just leave them? It is one of the greatest unspoken rules of the horror genre that if you don't see them die, they ain't dead. They're going to be coming back for their encore. They're going to be coming back for that one final jump scare. Why does no one think, you know, okay, this was a real threat. He's taken damage like this before and been completely fine. Yeah, one shot will do it. One bullet. He's gone. I don't even need to worry about it. See you later. Don't mind how you go. Like, why does no one think to double tap? Which is something that's been since really parodied, but you don't see them die, they ain't dead, alright? Double tap. Save a life, double tap. Oh, that's my cat, hello. Number 2. So this is slightly more specific to a particular film, but it does apply to the horror genre at large, and it was parodied in Cabin in the Woods, which is my favourite horror film of all time, might I just say. Put that out there. Incredible. It's also why Until Dawn's kind of my favourite horror game as well, because it's so self-aware. Anyway, so number 2. So say you've been invited to this strange cabin. You don't really know a lot about its history. You've just come here for a retreat or to rehabilitate, as is the case with the Evil Dead. You come to this cabin. You don't know anything about its history. As far as you know, it's just somewhere you're staying for the weekend. You then decide, I want to have a look in the basement. Nah, I live in England. Basements? Can't relate. Scared the life out of me. Nah. I don't mess with that stuff. Nah. I can barely get to terms with the attic. I mean, I don't need another dimension to go into, you know? But you decide to go down into the basement. Okay, sometimes it's because you're trying to find something, you know, maybe paraffin because you happen to have found the one lodge in the whole of the state that doesn't have any form of electricity. Maybe you're doing that. Maybe you go down here with the best of intentions. Sometimes you're just a dumbass. So you're down in the basement and you happen across something that looks a little bit weird. say Necronomicon, which I'm pretty sure it's the Necronomicon. I'll correct myself if it isn't, but in the case of the Evil Dead, you see the Necronomicon, a book bound in human skin. Now, I mean, I speak only for myself in this regard, but if you see a book bound in human skin, alarm bells. You don't then read out the contents, especially if it's not in English, if it looks like it's some Aramaic concoction of demonic hellspawn. Why would you read it? Why? What possible benefit does it serve? People in horror films don't think like that. I was like, oh, dear. I was going to say Beata Maria. I'm like, Hunchback's breaking through there. Childhood trauma. We don't need to go into that. But, why? And that's part of one of the many things that I love about Cabin in the Woods, is that they play so much on that trope, and pretty much their big bad depended on whoever these ill-fated friends, whichever artefact they picked up. So it could have gone in so many directions, but they choose the Necronomicon looking little bastard. So yeah, don't pick up random artefacts but you don't know what they are. Come on, get with it, mate, get with it. Anyway, number 3. So this is kind of just, I would say common sense, but I don't own a car, so what do I know? But so the protagonist gets into the front seat of their car. First of all, they have locked their car beforehand. Car's suddenly not unlocked. They don't question it. So they start the car, driving along, and suddenly serial killer appears because they didn't check the back seat. Now, if your car is locked and they're suddenly not locked, that's a little bit of an issue. I would start thinking, hang on here. Hang on here. This was locked. I know it was locked. Why is it now accessible? Why? If it's accessible to me, who else is it now accessible to? Why would you not make sure that there's nothing in the car before you head off? Just an observation. But no, they have to be in the back seat for the jump scare, and then, you know, stabby stabby Eggman. All could have been avoided with 2 seconds of extra precautions by checking that back seat. I mean, it's also like with scary stories to tell in the dark. One of their stories is that someone is driving along and they're being followed by someone in a car who keeps putting their brake lights on, or their headlights. I don't own a car. I don't know a lot about cars. Can you tell? But they keep trying to blind the person in front, and the protagonist thinks that, oh, they're crazy, they're trying to get my attention and they're going to murder me, but it's actually because they're trying to blind the serial killer in the back seat. So check that back seat. Number 4. Now, this one yet again seems like common sense, but we must imagine that we operate in a world completely without common sense. Well, I mean, not difficult to imagine. The President of the United States said to inject yourself with bleach. So, ain't too far-fetched, really. But this is a trope I don't really understand. Follow the blood. So someone will be walking along and they will see a trail of blood. Now, if I see a trail of blood, I'm thinking there's going to be something not so nice at the end of that trail. But no, people will just follow the blood. And I'm sitting there thinking, nah, this ain't going to end well. This ain't going to end well for you, my sweet. And usually it doesn't. I mean, Have you played Outlast? Don't you know? Follow the blood. Follow the blood. Yeah, just don't do it. Common sense. You ain't gonna like what you find at the end of it. Okay. Especially if you're on your own. I don't make the rules. I just exploit the loopholes. And finally, number 5. Now, this is a trope, but I have an issue with one particular film. And I know it was probably intentional. I just really don't like it. So, say we're going back to one of the previous rules from my last video where, so you've got a serial killer chasing after you and instead of running out the front door, you decide to go upstairs. Okay, that's stupid enough. When you actually have a way out and you suddenly think that you're Tom Thumb. So if you gathered, my issue is with Scream and Tatum. That doggy door, that bloody doggy door, you have plenty of ways out of that room. Okay, so one door was locked. The garage door. You could see that the garage door opened. Why did you decide that, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get through there? Now I know on the filming side of things that Rose McGowan was actually able to get out of the doggy door, so it's less of an issue. But why do people insist on squeezing into spaces that they don't fit? And then, oh no, the killer's gonna get me because I'm wedged. Like people trying to get out of windows that are too small. Like, why though? Why? You have so many other options. Why do you go for the one that is the least secure? Like, do a Wendy from The Shining. Like, wait for the killer to do something to incapacitate themselves or injure them in some way. Sneak out. Don't try and go through a window that you ain't gonna fit. You is gonna get wedged and you're probably gonna get disemboweled or something. Not pleasant. So, those were another 5 reasons, mistakes, rules people in horror films don't really seem to follow. Hope you enjoyed. I might do another one of these in the future. Might do another video of some kind because, as I said, lockdown and I'm slowly losing my mind, so this gives me something to do. So yeah, let me know. And as always guys, take care, stay safe, love you.